Reality is between 1 to 10% of people actually make money online. And I want to show you how to be that 1% who actually makes money. In this strategy, I'm going to show how you can potentially make money online from real estate agents, offer them a specific service, put a margin, and resell marketing services at a profit and secure money like some of the guys in my community are doing. So step one is open up Google search and type this query. Search, and you're gonna find a bunch of different channels, including their phone numbers and emails in most cases. Step number two, we're going to need this website called Grok. Open it up and also open up Fiverr for the step three. Register a Fiverr account with my link. Short disclaimer, I'm just sharing how I make money online. I don't guarantee results for you. So for the step one, like I said, if you put this query, you're gonna find a lot of real estate agents. And one of the main things that most of these agents are actually looking for right now is leads and marketing to bring in buyers and sellers of real estate. Here's your proof. Look, how to get leads as a real estate agent. 2 months ago, this channel was making this video. They're actually talking about this stuff. So how can you make this agent's life easier and make money? Quite simple, by using this website called Fiverr. So on this website, what you can essentially do is you can find freelancers and then resell their services at a profit. What can we resell to real estate agents? Real estate lead generation. What is that? 500 leads with skip traces for cold calling services and rate contact me please. So this guy, for example, right? This guy, one of these guys, right? This one, he's actually gonna do even cold calling. So not only is gonna collect the leads, but also do the cold calling as well on behalf of these agents to find out a motivated seller who's looking to sell his house right now because he can't remortgage, he can't pay his mortgage, whatever the case may be. And then these real estate agents are gonna have a lot of value. Finding qualified real estate sellers right now is a massive business. A lot of these people are looking for buyers and sellers all the time. And then what you can do is you can resell this stuff at a profit. Look, so 500 leads, $50 without cold calling. We can resell this at $500, so about 10 times to these real estate agents. Now, the coolest part is there's a lot of services we can offer to these real estate agents. So one service is real estate emails. Other services, real estate cold calling. So cold calling their leads or cold calling the leads that we get from one of these suppliers. Also, we can do video editing and we can offer social media management for these real estate agents as well. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever they're using right now. All of the time, we're gonna be using the drop servicing business model, putting a margin on top of what Fiverr guys are charging, right? And then at least doubling, triple, or even 5xing the fees that they're charging, right? And putting the total amount to your client as a charge, right? So you're going to make a huge margin when doing so. Most of these people are doing exactly the same. Look, this man really changed my life thanks to him. That's amazing. There was another guy as well who said, I changed his life, which is absolutely so humbling. Look, this guy, Tom, changed my life. It's really crazy when I see these comments, guys, so keep them coming. I want you guys to succeed so bad. Now, with that in mind, in this page, we can actually copy all of this. You can simply go on this website and say, please export, and just paste that in. So what's going to happen is it's going to give you all of this data literally, quite literally, in one or a couple of seconds. It's just insane. Honestly, using AI these days is getting better by the day. But imagine if I told you that there is a way to scrape real estate agent information and listings, phone numbers, emails, and stuff like that without even having to leave some of these real estate agency websites. For example, if I go to this website and then use this specific AI web scraper, you can install it by going on this website. And then how it works, I'm gonna show you in just 1 second. So all I need to do is I open Thunderbit, it automatically selects this website. I don't even need to do anything. Then all I gotta do is I click suggest fields. So AI will suggest fields for me to export. Now look at what it's gonna do. Full name, title, phone number, email address, profile, image. That is amazing. And all you gotta do is just click scrape. So AI is gonna do all the heavy lifting and just give me an email list with all of the relevant infos ready for emailing. Have a look at this. So you've got all the full names, agent titles, phone numbers, also emails, and even pictures, which can be useful as well. Now, I can download it as a CSV or JSON, or I can literally just copy this list. If I copy it on here, and for example, go and open up Google Sheets or Excel or something, I can literally copy and paste and build a prospect list. Look, all of the emails are in there, phone numbers in there. This is absolutely incredible. It's so simple to use. Without any technical knowledge, in just a couple of clicks, you're able to scrape websites just like this. Also, they've got pre-built templates on some major websites. Like Zillow, for example, for real estate, you can actually scrape listings from here. For example, if I choose these parameters, they actually got a pre-built template. So use this template, it automatically pulls up all these points and click scrape. Here's one of the examples of scans that it did for me. As you can see, all of the details are in here. And again, I can literally just copy and paste this and put it into here, for example. Okay, all of these details literally in seconds is going to be scraped into a Google Sheet. This is incredible. But also there's a lot more properties that you can customize. You can add pagination, infinite scroll, and a lot of other things to be able to scrape wall websites. You can scrape Amazon stores, AliExpress stores, SKUs, TikTok shop, LinkedIn, build wall email lists. This tool is really one of the best AI scrapers right now in the market. If you want to try Thunderbit, go to their website, click on this button or click on that button, add it on your Chrome browser, and you're ready to go. Now, back to the video. And then we can just paste it in a new Google Sheet. Yeah, that's great. So we can remove those if we don't need them. With that in mind, this is one of the fastest ways to actually build an email list of these real estate agents. Now, if we go to the next page, we can copy all of that again and then say, please do that again. Copy that in. Then we go back and we go to the next page and then we copy this again. And then, yeah, that's coming up really well. This list should now be at probably about, we're going to be about probably 30 leads by now. So let's quickly copy and paste all of this info. Now we got about 26 or so leads. This is crazy. We got an email list in literally just seconds. By the way, some of the time it's actually giving us 2 emails. That's cool. Also, there is some duplicates that we want to probably get rid of as well. So with that in mind, like I said, we're going to be essentially reselling lead generation services, marketing services. So real estate, for example, social media, that's something that you can offer as well. So real estate, social media, I'll be your social media management, personal assistant. I'll be your social media manager, creator, and stuff like that. So it's not specifically talking about real estate, but this is effectively what we can offer to these guys. Look, so 30 days to manage social media, 30 posts, caption, hashtags, optimization, reels, 5 social media, accounts, $149. So what we can essentially do, right, is we can resell this at, let's say, $400, $500, right? So we can make about 2.5x. Also, what we can do is we can do video editing. So video editing. So if we put real estate video editing, we can find a lot of people as well who are doing this kind of real estate video editings on there. Have a look at this one. So yeah, are you looking for real estate editing? So house tours, speed ramping, drone shot editing, and all that kind of good stuff. So what we can essentially do is we can also pitch this service as well, put a margin on top. So let's just say this is going to be as a standard house tour is really about 2-3 minutes, right? So $25, we can resell this at, let's say, $50, $75. So 2x to 3x margin as well. And these agents might need one of these services. You know, they may not need video editing, they might need leads. Most of them need leads and stuff like that. So it really depends on what specific service they're looking for. With that in mind, let's go back to Grok. I'm gonna show you some really important points. So first of all, why real estate agents? Why are we talking about real estate agents? Real estate agents rely heavily on marketing to attract buyers and sellers. This is true whether the market is going down or it's going up. They always need marketing. Social media management, website development, SEO, paid ads, content creation, and email marketing to stand out in competitive market. It's always competitive. They can make a lot of money. We can make a lot of money if we help them. So it's a win-win. Now, identify real pain points of real estate agents. And as I said, guys, generating leads is definitely #1 pain point right now. Building an online presence, managing client relationships may be something that you can think about. But in my case, I'm saying generating leads and helping these agents to attract buyers and sellers is really the #1 pain point right now. Now, with that in mind, choose your marketing services. In this video, like I said, what you can do is you can offer social media management, paid ads, content creation, okay? You can also, of course, offer lead generation, direct lead generation, emails, phone numbers, and then cold calling as well. Like I showed you, one of these guys, yeah, he's able to do social media management, and some of these guys are able to do lead generation through skip tracing for emails and doing cold calling as well. So all of this is at your disposal to resell. All you gotta do is actually offer it to these guys. We've got this email list, okay? You can fill it up, get hundreds and hundreds of these people, offer them this service. I'm gonna show you the message in just a few minutes. Now, building your online presence with my strategies, it's not important. I'm going to show you how you essentially send an email in a way where it looks like you're a freelancer, you're not an agency, so don't worry about building anything complicated and stuff like that. Just start sending emails with my strategy and with my template. Now, finding reliable suppliers, this can take you a little bit of time, okay? Because like I said, I haven't particularly used any of these suppliers that I just showed you, okay? What you specifically need to do is you need to do research on Fiverr, find the right price points, the right suppliers, the right delivery times and stuff like that. And then once you have a short list of some really good suppliers with good reviews, 4.9 or 5 stars, decent level of reviews, hopefully some orders in the queue, you can then basically order from them or have them in the queue when you want to order. Look at this guy, 144 orders in the queue. This is a good sign. I'm gonna save this actually in my list. Now, with that in mind, you don't need to actually think about negotiating and stuff like that, because on Fiverr, prices are quite cheap. It's really about getting the clients at the right rate, not so much at undercutting these suppliers even further, because some of them are already really, really cheap. Now, setting up your pricing and packages, the absolute best way to approach this is actually to have a monthly fee, 100%. You don't want to do anything one-off. You want to say $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month. You know, it can include a lot of things. Social media management for one platform plus 4 posts, let's say it's $500 a month. So if you get one of these guys, right, you're going to make about $300 a month from one client. Now, if you get to this kind of point, right, you can do social media management plus maybe some lead gen at $1,000 a month, okay? I wouldn't worry about SEO too much. SEO is extremely hard to get results in real estate because some companies are investing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Very, very hard to get results, okay? So I would skip on SEO for now. And then premium, that could be, like I said, website redesign potentially, okay? Social media management, upkeeping, uploading videos, creating content and stuff like that, right? And then also, of course, doing some lead gen and possibly doing some video editing as well. Aim for 30 to 50% profit margin by keeping your outsourcing costs low. I would say keep it about 50%, okay? So if you spend $1,000 on your suppliers and stuff like that, you wanna charge your clients $2,000. With that in mind, marketing your services, there's a lot of ways how you can do that, but I usually say email marketing is the best because like I said, you can build these email lists super quick. You know, some of the time you can get these phone numbers as well, which is great if you want to do cold calling, but like if you don't want to do cold calling, if you just want to send emails, nice and simple, you can send a few thousand emails and see the results. If you want to actually get clients from cold calling, you're going to spend loads and loads of time. You're going to have to really sit down and do these cold calls for a few weeks potentially before you get clients, because it takes such a long time. Or if you hire somebody, of course, it's going to cost you money. But email marketing is the cheapest and the fastest way to actually get any traction with this. Now, deliver results, build trust. Monitor quality, super important. When you're working with these suppliers, you're gonna have to monitor the quality. What they're actually doing, are they posting like funny pictures or something inappropriate, or some English mistakes are in those posts on your clients, right? Instagrams and stuff. So it's really, really important to do that. Okay, super important to monitor quality, because if the quality goes downhill, client is gonna cancel. So super important to do that. Ask for testimonials if possible for future, right? If you work with somebody for some time, it was a good client or whatever, ask for a testimonial. And actually ask for a testimonial before you finished working with them. They're gonna be a lot more likely to actually provide a testimonial if they're happy at set particular time. Now, expanding your services, like I said, you can add more services. Website design, you can add, like I said, CRM setup, cold calling, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so there's a lot of things you can do, but I would say start with just a basic lead generation offer, and then in that email, if they're interested, you will later explain. I can offer you to attract more clients through lead gen, direct lead gen, or for example, by improving your social media. So posting posts, video editing, and creating content and stuff like that. All of this, you can find suppliers on Fiverr to do all of this stuff. Now, start small. Begin with 1 or 2 services and scale as you gain experience and clients. This is so important, such a big key as well in here. Some of these people are literally starting to get clients in thumbnails, and then they also offer video editing, and then they start expanding and expanding and expanding their offerings. This is the way to go. You don't want to offer like everything, a suite of services that is A4 sheet. No, it's not going to work, because you're not going to get any experience. You're not going to get any clients. This is the way to go. Now, with that in mind, finally, so we got a ton of leads, okay? We got names as well. If you want to actually send this at scale quickly, you can use software which is called Gmass, okay? You can add your Gmails, okay? And you can send emails with personalization on there as well. And then finally, you can also use Instantly and Lemlist, which is essentially a software to also, send emails en masse, including, personalization, follow-ups and stuff like that. Actually, all of these are paid. That's why I'm talking about usually just free Gmails, simple, nice Gmails that you can simply use completely for free. Literally just copy the very first email, go in here and put it in there. Now, as we have the name, we're just gonna personalize it manually. Like I said, if we're gonna use Gmass, Instantly, Lemlist, you can do this at scale, and you can do this personalization, set up some follow-ups and all that kind of good stuff. The templates will do the personalization for you. If you want to do this for free, you can use simple Gmails, okay? Now, with that in mind, set up a brand new Gmail. Don't send it from work, college, or any other Gmails, because once you start sending a lot of these emails, they might go into promotions and spam. Literally, just send it. Okay, this is the message. Hey Jose, I noticed you on YouTube. I specialize in helping real estate agents generate 10 to 50 qualified leads per month consistently and on autopilot. Open to a quick chat to explore this further. Tom. This would be your name and all that good stuff. With that in mind, this is really important that you understand that I'm not specifically saying video editing, graphic design, website design, stuff like that. No, I'm talking about generating leads, bringing them buyers, all that kind of stuff. It's all about getting them clients, because marketing is just means to an end. The end is getting them more leads or potential buyers, okay? If you put, I offer graphic design, I offer video editing for real estate, it's fine, okay? But this is a much more powerful strategy. So if you get on a call, then you say, I can do a lot of things for you. I can straight up generate leads, okay? This is one of this stuff, right? Straight up generating email leads or phone leads, and also can do cold calling as well. This guy, look, he can do cold calling, which is really cool, right? So they don't even need to do any cold calling, these people. Or I can do video editing to improve your content. Also, I can do just social media posting, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you're using. So entire marketing department effectively add their fingerprints for a monthly fee of 1K a month, 2K a month, depending on, of course, what you want to do. But you want to make sure that you have packages. As I was saying here, packages, basic maybe 500 a month, pro 1,000, premium 2,000. This is good price points. With that in mind, once one of these guys reply, like I said, schedule a call, talk about their needs, talk about the struggles, what they're going through right now, what kind of marketing help do they need right now. And once they actually want to work with you, okay, then ask them for 30 to 50% deposit. And then once you get that money, you can use this money to actually buy these services from Fiverr without actually risking your own money. With that in mind, if you're interested in drop servicing, check out my channel. I've got over 100 videos in drop servicing. Watch my most popular 10 drop servicing videos, okay? Watch my latest 10 drop servicing videos. You're gonna learn a ton about this business model. With that in mind, also, I've got a 3 months drop servicing mentorship where I personally teach you how to start drop servicing, which niche to choose, which service to choose, all that kind of good stuff. There's gonna be an email in one of these corners. Just send me a word mentorship and I'll reply as soon as possible. Thanks for watching this video. Drop a like, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna see you in the next video.